Another one, this is brand new to the CD. My friend Brad took me down to a little place called Steenhatchee, Florida about 2 years ago. Who knows where Steenhatchee is? Anybody? Hey, all right. And y'all ought to buy a CD. But man, that's the neatest place I've ever been in Florida. For one thing, I never saw the first Mickey Mouse hat anywhere down there. And I'm not knocking that, but you know what I'm getting at. There, you go 35 miles at one whoosh and don't see nothing but sugar cane, pickup trucks with dog boxes and 30-foot long CB antennas on it. That's it. And then this little bitty short river that can't be half as long as the Notley River just dumps out into the Gulf. And there's the neatest part about it, it's the first time I'd ever been to the ocean, and there wasn't no sand. Which I'm going to tell y'all one of my theories. I don't understand this. I can lose my wallet. I lay it on my desk or on the counter and not find it for nothing. Misplace my keys or anything. I can go to the beach once a year, wade out into the ocean, come back. For 3 or 4 weeks, I'll be vacuuming the sand out of my car. But what's amazing, and I know this is a family show, so I'll clean it up. 6 months after you've been to the beach, you'll be in the shower and you'll turn just right, this big chunk of seaweed will fall right out of your bottom. So what I've decided is from now on, we'll make all of our wallets out of seaweed. Because then they won't fall out nowhere and you can't lose them. Anyway, after going to Steenhatchee, we went to this place called Roy's. Does anybody know where Roy's is? All right. Well, this woman was sitting there and she had her blinds like this and the sun was just hitting me right in the eyes. And I went over and asked her if she'd mind if I closed it. And when she said, well, yes, I would, but she grinned. I thought she was joking because that's what we all do. So I started to change the blinds and then her husband quickly informed me that the lady was serious. And I said, well, excuse me. I didn't know, no problem. And they, he was a little gruff. And he said, no, we rode all the way down here to watch the sun set in the Gulf. And I said, well, now ain't that just neat? So I figured since it ain't my job to speed up or slow down the sunset, I just eat my fish and hush. But I got the idea for that song from this song from that whole encounter, and it's called Steenhatchee Sunset. I need a Steenhatchee sunset shining in my eyes, a plate full of fish from Roy's, a sunburned egg that's fried. I want to spend a week out on the flats, casting my cares away. I need a Steenhatchee sunset, it's coming in a couple of days. We all get caught in the rat race, growing old in record time, burning our days for somebody else, buying the company line. But my favorite line has a hook and a bait, and sometimes a fish takes it in. I gotta slow down, my heart needs to rest, and I'm aware how and when. I've got a Steenhatchee sunset shining in my eyes, a plate full of fish from Roy's, a sunburned egg that's fried. I want to spend a week out on the flats, casting my cares away. I got a Steenhatchee sunset coming in a couple of days. Now on the CD there's a whole bunch of pretty marimba and steel drum music right here, but there ain't none here, so we just go like this. I've heard enough, you got mail for the rest of my life. Sometimes I want to sink my cell phone, a trout is what I want online. It's time to load up with all of my friends and leave our troubles behind. It's a whole other way of life down there, here it's a state of mind. I've got a Steenhatchee sunset shining in my eyes, a plate the flats, casting my cares away. I've got a steam hatchie sunset coming in a couple of days. I've got a steam hatchie sunset shining in my eyes. Now, here lately, I've had a little bit of radio play on this song that I'm going to do for y'all. And I hope I don't forget all the words, but I always set it up with the same story. I heard this song in about the 7th grade on the radio about 3 times and just memorized it. Until I cut it in the studio, I'd never even seen the words on paper, and that's because I typed them out. Now, I didn't write this song. Cletus Maggard wrote the song. That's his radio name. But anyway, I learned this about 7th grade. Well, as many of y'all know, when I got sick, I had a whole lot of things happen in my head, but I never forgot this song. And I flunked calculus 2 or 3, or maybe 4 to the 5th power times, something like that. And I flunked accounting a couple of times. I majored in 9-ball and got real good grades. But the whole time, I never ever forgot this song, so don't ever doubt my priorities. And this song is for the Liquored Up. It's called the Liquored Up Pickup Truck. And it's very timely. Well, there I was down in the dumps. Down there I didn't use certain pumps. A gallon of gas getting higher than a quart of gin. Because of trouble in Iran and the cost of cabbage in Japan, them gasoline boys gonna raise the price again. You know, they keep saying on the TV there that they're going to keep my trust. You may have to put in some overtime, boys. Well, it don't matter too much what I think. Couldn't afford for my truck to drink that liquid gold that kept it on the road. So I looked around for another way to run my pickup Chevrolet, and I'm sorry to say here's what my research showed. Now, steam and electric ain't a good bet. They ain't perfected them things yet, and one little time on a motorboat all of a sudden. Even the Rockefeller said for sure you could run his truck off of chicken manure. I'd try that. I'd like to find that son of a gun. Lord, what a mess. It took me a week to get on my fuel tank with distilled prune juice. Then one night I watched the news. They said they don't mix gas and booze, 10% alcohol, all dry cheap. So I said to myself, now sales says I 10% is a real good buy, while 100 proof ought to really move my heat. So I went down the road to some good old boys who'd make me a brew with a lot of joy. I said, give me a gallon to see this trouble drink. We poured it in that pickup tank. It's a little chassis, gave a yank, and it's catalytic converter coated with ice. Bells and buzzers started to scream, seat belts busted at the seam, and a rude noise came from its pollution control device. One headlight was a little cockeyed, and I knew that truck was ready to ride when a hazy smile came across its chrome. Well, it started up with no help from me. It's in the high at 93, and it sang one verse that showed me the way to go home. I beat the fuel prices, I beat them gasoline prices. I can run all 9 days on half a buck. Well, it may not work for all of me people, but it sure does give my wheels a tickle. Liquored up pickup truck. Well, that little truck stays wild and loose on a gallon of that crazy juice and better mileage than a Yamaha lawnmower. But word got around to my regret about my tanked up Chevrolet. Everybody in town went down to the moonshine store. Well, the minute that the old boys knew how we was using their home brew, they found a reason to go up on their prices. They claimed a secret to their yeast. It only grows in the Middle East, and it's suddenly hard to get. Ain't that nice? Yep, they're going from 55 cents to $1 to $2 to $3 to $5 all in one swoop, don't you know? Because of research and development, building moonshine stills out in the ocean. Till the rate price, and that comes later, I just keep ice in my radiator and a few dry roasted peanuts on the dash. My pickup's drunk and I'm having fun. A flat out running son of a gun, and he's doing his thing on let it sour mash. I somebody with a sweatband around his hood ornament, owing back taxes. Every time he blows the door off a hybrid car, he says, "Last for me and old Waylon." I'm worried about him though. I took him down to the mechanic the other day and he said, "Son, I don't know what you're putting in this thing, but you had better stop. He's about to get cirrhosis of the oil filter." I beat the fuel prices, I beat them gasoline prices. I can run all my day on half a buck, but it may not work for all these people, but it sure does give my wheels a tickle. Liquored up nickel my truck. And that is on the CD, and that's done with a full band. Now let me tell you who played on this. And Chief and Howard, I'm going to do one more, then y'all are going to come back. You might need to go. The guys on this CD that I played, one of them is my best friend in Nashville. He plays with Brooks and Dunn, and he's just the best piano player you'll ever hear. But I got to brag on this a little bit. The guy playing the fiddle on it actually played with Garth Brooks for a while. Well, his whole time, actually. He's the one that's on the Dr. Pepper commercial. And he said playing with me was just like playing with Garth, only with 3 of them. So one of the songs that I wrote when I was in Nashville goes like this. And I almost named the CD this song, but the more I got looking at it, the more I looked at the whole nature of the thing, it was more about, first off, the CD is about what I do and the way I do it. So the more I kept doing it, I kept thinking, man, this is a good title. But part of it, well, most of who I am is these mountains, so I named it what y'all hear at the end. I ain't gonna give that away because that's, you don't do that. It's like singing Amazing Grace before you take up the offering. Your returns are low and everybody goes home. But this was almost the title of the song, and it's called "There Ain't No Hillbillies in Nashville." And it's the absolute truth. And these guys that I recorded it with, they immediately said, "I want a copy of this because this is our national anthem." I learned that part from Sam. When I first came to Nashville, I had a guitar on my back and an old Fender amp that had a sound that I liked. A notebook full of songs, faith in the Lord. I hit Music Road, started pounding on some doors. They said, "Son, we like it, the way you pick and the way you sing. But these days in Nashville, that just don't mean a thing. The first thing you gotta do is wear a cowboy hat, wear tight Wrangler jeans, and lose some of that fat." That's when I learned there ain't no hillbillies in Nashville, singing songs about a working man, singing about hard times or the dark side of life, singing about people who like country music again. Well, the next thing you gotta do is look like you're 21. You gotta be original, but sound like everyone. One more thing you need to know, if you've got a chance, write all your songs for club mix so lonely people that can't get a date or desperate can line dance. That's when I learned there ain't no hillbillies in Nashville, singing songs about a working man, singing about hard times or the dark side of life, singing about people who like country music again. Well, I decided then and there that Nashville wasn't for me. I loaded up my truck and I said goodbye to Tennessee. Then it hit me. Well, it hit me like a stone. If I left it up there and one too many at home. That's when I learned there ain't no hillbillies in Nashville, singing songs about a working man, singing about hard times or the dark side of life, singing about people who like country music again, singing about people who like country music again. these guys right here are what real country is about, and that's why I set them up with this song. And I cannot tell y'all how much I have learned from my father-in-law. I call him my picker-in-law, and that apparently caused some confusion. And I said, no, it means my father-in-law, we can just pick together. James Childers has taught me a lot, even before he was my picker-in-law. That was when he was the chief. But y'all all get to call him. Y'all can't call him your picker-in-law. That's mine. And between, you know, just I'm gonna brag on him a little bit. Howard has been in the staff band since 1902. Ready for what, 55 years? 1901. Next year will be 50. Next year, honestly, you know, I like to joke with him because that's just me. Next year, Howard will have been in the staff band and the founding member of it for 55 years. He started when he was 6. But now, even the next amazing part is next year, how many will you be? Chief's only been in it 50 years. Now, next year I'll have been in it 5 years. But my point is, a lot of people have grown up with these guys as institutions, and I'm going to get on the soapbox. I think a lot of people take them for granted. Y'all shouldn't do that. Y'all have no idea. Some of you might. I think most people around here don't have a clue what kind of music is right here in these mountains. You don't need to go anywhere to go hear it. It's right here. And these two guys are the foundation of it for me, and that's why they're here tonight. So they're going to play some songs, and I'll just try to follow along.
Appreciate that, Jim. Thank you all for the nice hand. This is an old tune that Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys recorded, 50 years or so ago, and he was my idol, his band was. And it wasn't a very popular type of music in this country in those days, but I liked it. And now a lot of people, I think, do. It's an old hoedown tune called Little Betty Brown.
This old Merle Travis song, and this is what it's about. number 9 coat. Out of number 9 coat. Said wrong, buddy. Push your load and coat. How can I roll? The wheels don't go. Said wrong, buddy. Push your load and coat. How can I roll when the wheels don't go? Said how can I roll when the wheels don't go? That's just fun. Y'all, this is what we do at home. But y'all can't come over because the house won't hold y'all. I've asked Howard to play probably Faded Love is my all-time favorite Beatles song in the world. But this one is right there about the thickness of that pick behind it. And it's a new song. A lot of people think it's a really old song, but it's not. It's new. And it's from the Civil War series. It's called The Shokin' Farewell. Is that right?
Yeah, I'd like to say just one short word about this song. It became very popular after the documentary of the Civil War was done on TV. Ken Burns and Shelby Foote, one of the greatest narrators I ever heard. But anyway, I heard it and I said, what a beautiful piece of music. Must be from the era of the Civil War. Not ever dreaming that a young guy by the name of Jay Unger up in upstate New York had written this piece not too long before that. I guess he had done it and they were aware of the number, of course, some way. And they used it, and I was carried away with it. So, and everybody that plays a fiddle or thinks they can has played it since they heard it. And it's a beautiful piece of music, and I hope I can give it halfway justice. The Shokin's Farewell.
got all, that's the song, man. Y'all know I didn't wear a ball cap tonight because I just didn't want to, but most of the time I do. When he plays that song, I hang my guitar, or my hat over my guitar in, just because that's, man, you can just feel that song. Well, I'm gonna let Chief do an instrumental, and then I'll go back to the rest. Got a couple more songs. We won't keep y'all here longer than the hour, because I hear the city's getting pretty strict about this parking on the Caldwell 500. Now, I want to tell y'all this, I'm treating y'all to a treat here, because half the stuff, well, 80% of the stuff they know, I don't even know the name to them. And this is one of them that I didn't know until about 46 minutes and 58 seconds ago. And it's called 5'2". That's it. See, y'all there? Oh, since this ain't formal, we're going to do one more, all three of us. Because, I mean, that's too good to quit on. This is one of my all-time favorites, and it's just an old Ray Price song. That's pretty much all you say every time. You're happy when I'm out. coming back. How can this be? Don't you ever get tired of hurting me. Don't you ever get tired of hurting me. Don't you ever get tired of hurting me. That's what it's about. They've been playing music longer together than probably most of the people in this room have been married. And they've probably got along more. That's a joke, don't go home. Well, let's see here. I've about run out of time, so I'll do a couple of songs and then we'll call it a night. Now I've left a bunch of stuff off because I just write this set list so I don't forget things. I don't ever intend to go by it. I'm not Lynn, that was just gas. Sorry. I can see what Norman don't much care for me anyway, so I can just see what he would write in the paper. He usually gets my name spelled W-O-U-L-D. That's a different way to spell wood. Well, you can't say you didn't have a good time tonight. This is on the CD, and I've skipped some stuff. We'll just do them next year if they'll have me back. But this is probably one of my favorite gospel songs of all time, and it's like this. The chimes of time ring out the news. Another day is through. Someone slipped and fell. Was that someone you? Each day you pray for added strength, your courage to renew. Do not be disheartened, for I have news for you. It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others. He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. No night, for in His light you'll never walk alone. You'll always feel at home, no matter where you roam. is no secret what God can do. What He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do. Well, we've come to the end, and I really can't tell y'all how proud I was to have Howard and Chief play tonight with me. That's just, and by the way, we're playing tomorrow night at Young Harris College, the thing called Music for the Music of the Mountains, and it starts at 7 o'clock. And it's at Young Harris College. That's the big building on the right. And there will be a whole lot of other people there, and it's to raise money for the mentor program over there and something else.
Family Connection.
The Family Connection, that's what it is. And it's as good a cause as there is. There's a lot of kids up here that people don't realize just how much help they need. So y'all, if you get a chance, come out tomorrow night. And we'll play 45 minutes, all three of us, and you'll hear stuff that you heard tonight, but you hear a lot of stuff that you didn't hear tonight. And some of what you heard tonight may not sound like it will tomorrow night, so come here. But the title track for my CD is, you bring that down just a hair, and I got a little bit of that Woodstock tractor pull going on there. That's good. The title song for my CD is called The Smoky Mountain Man. And I sung it here one of the first times in public. Nobody's shot me or cut my tires or anything like that. And in the liner notes on this thing, it tells about, this is basically what changes I saw as a kid growing up here. A lot of them were good, and a lot of them were bad. And somehow we just got a little bit out of balance, I think. But I'm glad people moved in here because we needed them bad. And some of them I wish had gone home. But not most of them. And so this is for y'all tonight, because I don't see any other folks from here that are here. So, and that's where I grew up, and about everything I do comes out of there, and or at least stems from it. But this is a song I wrote, and I hope if y'all are from Florida, this ain't necessarily towards you. It also had to do with people from Atlanta and other places. Most of whom came in here and got off on the right foot by the following phrase: that ain't how we did it in blank. Little do they know we didn't give a blank. And I'll do this, I always set it up for bed. This song goes like this here. Oh, and I had somebody from the city ask me if I wrote this first little intro. I did not, because it's this part. I didn't write that. Maybe Bill Carter did. It's called The Wildwood Flower. He grew up in the country. Some even called him a hick. This poor old mountain Hoosier, about as smart as a brick. But they didn't know he had learning while he had a college degree. This Smoky Mountain Man, the last of a dying breed. They said, who wants to live in the mountains? There's no culture back in the sticks. There ain't no malls or cinema aids, don't forget squeal like a pig. All they've got is little stores, 5 churches and a school. Those Smoky Mountain people must be a bunch of fools. But he's seeing the times change now, faster than a blink an eye. Half his neighbors are from Atlanta, housing on the mountain so high. Now who's the one who's stupid? The roads he thinks have flopped. $20,000 an acre for what used to be a swamp. But they brought their troubles with them from the world they left behind. That little school can save our kids from the drugs that ruin their mind. We'll We'll call up all our friends, then they'll build a house. That's how we do it in Florida. It's time you came around. So he's tired of being put down for his southern drawl. If you don't like his way of living, give Mayflower a call. Quit cutting down the forest, take the houses off the bluffs, shut down the bulldozers, the mountains have had enough. Now he looks down on his mountains while soaring like a bird, wishing Dixie was a dirty word. He's proud of his race, not many can say that. He could have his way, take his mountains back. We got CDs over here in a plastic shopping bag.
Got some CDs, if I can get a CD.
I've got CDs and they're brand new. They're still in the shrink. No, they're right here on the front row.
Would like to remind you tomorrow night.